Open NatterBot.
You are in a small, cozy room. A warm fire is flickering in the fireplace. A comfortable-looking chair is sitting in the center of the room. A large sign hangs on the wall here. What do you do?
Look at the sign.
The sign has something that looks like instruction written on it. I await your instructions.
Short code.
Your short code is 1. What do you do next?
Look.
You are in a small, cozy room. A warm fire is flickering in the fireplace. A comfortable-looking chair is sitting in the center of the room. A large sign hangs on the wall here. So now what?
Read the sign.
The sign says, "Say menu to get a list of stories." Now what will you do?
Menu.
These are the available stories. Story 1, Butter Patches Books. Story 2, The Fairy House.
Story 2.
You are standing in front of a brightly colored house. I think it's a fairy house. The doorway leads north. What do you do?
North.
You are in the main entrance to the fairy house. There are doors to the south, east, and west. A staircase is to the north. What next?
North.
There is a staircase here leading to the second floor. Doors lead north, south, east, and west.
The description of the story and all of the objects and non-player characters are all in this JSON format, and the editor makes it sort of a visual process. You can add rooms, you can connect the rooms, and then once you have all your rooms drawn, you can click the edit button and it builds this editing interface here so that you can enter in the short description and the long description of each of the rooms. Each room has the ability to have multiple states, because sometimes you may want a room that, for example, doesn't have a north exit at first, but when something happens in the game, it gains a north exit. For example, you might want to unlock a door or cut a hole through space and time. In this case, the act of opening the locket causes the room to open, and we can see that here. If we begin in the default state and then on use, I believe, yeah, all of these things happen. The necklace goes into an open state, the note moves from where it begins, which is the void, into the pink bedroom, and the bottom of the stairs changes state to sunroom open, meaning it will have a northern exit.
There is a beautiful necklace on the floor. Now what will you do?
Get necklace.
You've got the necklace. What would you like to do?
Open necklace.
You open the locket and something falls out. So now what?
And you can see how you can configure different events to happen or different effects that each event has. So these would be the state events, and these are configurable. And then when the events happen, the objects pass into a new state. Similarly, the NPCs, the non-player characters, in this case it's a fairy, have the ability to experience effects by different events in the game. The non-player characters also have a sequence of descriptions to them that you can cycle through in either random order or in series, as well as the command talk will cause the echo to cycle through the different conversational lines that are available to the non-player character. In this case, the fairy has two states, the default state and when she becomes happy, which is triggered by the act of you, I think, getting the teddy bear. And then when you meet her again and you talk, she first begins by saying thank you, and then she sort of urges you to drop it. And then dropping the teddy bear has the effect, once it's gotten, it's in the gotten state, and you say on, and you say drop, then it has the effect of triggering the end of the game. And so you can see the idea behind this is eventually what I would love is for this to be available publicly, and then people could create their own worlds, upload them, and then share them with their friends, and then play them in the NatterBot skill.
You've got the note. I await your instructions.
Read the note.
The note says, I've opened the sunroom. Find my teddy bear. Now what will you do?
If you want, you can add more rooms, and you can connect the rooms this way. And then having done that, then you have the ability to edit the room's description and change the states of the rooms. And the function of the states of the rooms is so that if there's an object that you can use to unlock a door, for example, one state of a room would be with the door locked, the next state would be with the door closed, and the object would affect the state. And a good example of that is at the bottom of the stairs. So when you first start, there is no exit to the north, but then when you open the locket that the fairy gives you, a northern exit opens up, which is the sunroom. And that's what her note tells you, that she's opened the sunroom. You can add objects to the world. In this case, I have a few objects, and there are different events that happen, and you can configure these events here. As you can see, when I drop the teddy bear. It only works in a particular room, which is the bedroom, and it signals the end of the game. And the ending is configurable here. And then the echo will say, the text of the ending, and that signals the end of the game. You can have non-player characters as well, and they have these various attributes. Familiar to anybody who has played these games, they also can be can trigger events, like when you end the conversation with the fairy, you could have something happen. You can have multiple descriptions that will either cycle in sequence or randomly. You can have a conversation with the non-player character. In this case, once the fairy is happy, and she is made happy by the action of you getting the teddy bear, then there are two things that she says. And with each command to talk to the fairy, she will iterate through these conversation items. There are synonyms for all the verbs that you could use, but they basically boil down to directional commands and the single verb use. So open, Echo will translate that as use with my scale, so that you can use different words for these things, and you can configure that here. So, for example, the small desk, one of the use verbs could be open. Also, synonyms can be configured for the different items. And this is just a guide right now. Future version, I'll script the actual submission of the iteration or the utterance model or the interaction model. But right now, this is you go into the developer portal and copy paste these, and that's the world editor.
Look.
You are in a bedroom on the second floor of the fairy house. The walls are pink. A door leads west. There is a note on the floor. What next?
Get the note.
West.
You are on the second floor of the fairy house. A door leads outside to the north. Other doors lead east, west, and south. What do you do?
Down.
There is a staircase here leading to the second floor. Doors lead north, south, east, and west. What do you do?
North.
You are in the sunroom. 3 of the walls are filled with windows. A door leads south. There is a small desk here with 1 closed drawer. Now what will you do?
Open the desk.
You open the drawer in the middle of the desk. A teddy bear falls out. What do you do?
Get the teddy bear.
As you pick up a teddy bear, a soft bell chimes, and a voice sounds in your ear saying, "Bring him back to where you found the necklace." Say your next command.
South.
There is a staircase here leading to the second floor. Doors lead north, south, east, and west. Say your next command.
East.
You are in the pantry. There are shelves on all of the walls to hold food and dishware. There is an exit to
Alexa.
the west.
West.
There is a staircase here leading to the
Alexa.
second floor.
West.
You are in the kitchen. A door leads east.
Alexa.
Now what?
East.
There is a staircase here
Alexa.
leading to the second.
Up.
You are on the second
Alexa.
floor of the.
South.
You are in a
Alexa.
hallway on the second.
South.
You are at the end of the
Alexa.
upstairs hall.
North.
You are in a hallway on the
Alexa.
second floor of.
East.
You are in the
Alexa.
bathroom. A-
West.
You are in a hallway on
Alexa.
the second.
North.
You are on the second
Alexa.
floor of the.
East.
You are in a bedroom on the second floor of the fairy house. The walls are pink. A door leads west. A happy fairy is hovering here. Now what will you do?
Talk to the fairy.
Thank you for my teddy bear. What do you do?
Talk to the fairy.
Okay, drop it, please, and we're good. I await your instructions.
Drop the teddy bear.
I don't see a way to use that. No unuse, no use DESC, and no